Nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd here, and welcome back once again to Project Eden's Garden. So we're in the midst of investigation of Wolfgang's death, and we're gonna try to make a couple people talk so we can get some of their testimonies for our own truth bullets. So, anyways, let's go ahead and talk to some people, I guess. Mark had returned to his position by the equipment. Hey, Desmond and Eloise told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang's storm. Grace isn't guarding it anymore, so you can go inside now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate? I just came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. This investigation could spell the difference between life and death, and yet its priority was the stupid music equipment? Don't you think it looks suspicious what you're doing? Hmm? I heard people are already giving Grace a side eye for being uncooperative. What might they say if they find out you've ditched the investigation? Slow down. Yo, hold on. Jack called out to us from the other side of the room and ran over. Can't you see Broski isn't feeling well? Give the guy some space. I don't care. I'm working on the time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? Yeah? Judging by the look on your Broski's face whenever you guys are together, out of everyone here, I think you know the least about personal space. What? No way! Sure, Mark might not talk a lot, but even if he wasn't having fun, do you really think we'd be hanging out so much? Come on, Broski, back me up. Time. Huh? What time did the murder happen? 9:35 a.m.? Check this. He pointed at the small digital clock on top of the music pad. This is the time of the murder. It was like this when I came back here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen on whatever was displaying before it lost power. That confirms my suspicions. Blackout and by association destruction of the generator occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. DJ pad clock. Ooh. Nice going, bro. You hit the jackpot. But it's because I was here with you, huh? Yeesh, this was getting hard to watch. Shit. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout himself? Is the maintenance of this place seriously our responsibility? The fridge and pantry are restocked every day, though, and... can't things just be consistent? Whining aside, he made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout? Thinking back on his spiel from earlier. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and Spotless have equal chances of success. Did Tozu abstain from fixing the blackout because it was important to the killer? They could easily make their escape if no one could see anything. Oh yeah, David, since you're here. I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard. When we were in the storage closet?
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were soft, right? Like the person was wearing socks? Now that you mention it, it did sound like socks on hard floor. Of all things we write about, it has to be this. What do you mean? I mean, why didn't the killer just wear shoes? Think about it. The sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? Or what about sneakers? They get really squeaky on a smooth floor. And
Don't say that.
what I'm saying is you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound it makes. If you know what shoe the killer had on, you could just look for the person with a matching pair. But socks? Anyone could be wearing socks. The person probably removed their shoes for that reason.
This sucks.
Just our luck. Footsteps is updated. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is it me, or is there something funky about this place?
Come again.
What? I don't know, man. Everything just feels kinda off. It's place-wide, though. and it's bugging the crap out of me. Sounded like he just felt uncomfortable being here. I guess I can't blame him. With the turn things have taken, the tension and excitement of the tournament was all but a distant memory. And this room was now a reminder of Wolfgang died right under our noses. All right. May as well skim through the kitchen just in case. Looking inside the cabinets, there doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary. Except, huh? This knife block had a knife missing from it. For a kitchen knife to go missing at the same time a knife was found floating in the boiler room's water, that can't be a coincidence. Missing knife isn't updated. Ooh, okay. What else we got? I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, let's just look at the board, I guess. Cassie had clearly spent a lot of time doodling this. She must be upset that we didn't even finish a single round. The first time people have ever get together and they're interrupted by a murder. Thinking back on it, the game tournament and the murder really happened really close to each other. The former began at 9 a.m., while the latter occurred at 9:35 a.m. Within the same hour. Taking another look at this whiteboard. Yeah, I can see why the killer chose to attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses all situated in one place, 2 preoccupied with video games. To notice the world around them, there couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. Tournament timeline isn't added to the truth bullets. Eh? Oh my, would you look at the time? I dare say we ought to get this trial started soon. How does 20 minutes from now sound? Great, great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. What? There's only 20 minutes until the trial?
Hang on.
Damon. Jeez. How does she keep scaring me? The investigation's almost over. We need to find the other 3 and hear their testimonies. The other 3?
I was saying.
Toshiko, Ingrid, and Diana. Alright, calm down. Doesn't said they were in the courtyard, right?
Talking.
And Diana's in the laundry room. Then let's talk to Diana first, since the laundry room is the same building. In the meantime, don't panic, okay?
Can't you see?
I'm not panicking. As she said that, she motioned me to follow her over to the door. Eva might deny it, but the anxiety which had been bubbling up inside of her was clearly starting to boil over. Although, with how fast my own heart was beating, I guess she's not alone. Yep. Right. Okay, if I remember right, the laundry room is... Okay, that's the courtyard. That's the janitor's closet, so... Laundry room, here we go. Alright, if that's not telling the truth, then Diana should be in here. Alright, laundry machine. Oh, there's Diana. Can't be happening. This can't be happening. Diana was staying her back pressed up against the wall, arms wrapped around herself in a tight embrace. She's in worse shape than before. Diana, I need to ask you a question. Please, give me a moment. It's been kind of tough.
No.
The investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. Okay, sorry. Where were you during the blackout? Oh, the blackout, right before the body was discovered. I was just in my room alone, doing my makeup. You don't have any makeup on, though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already. So you were alone in your room the entire morning. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm feeling a little sick all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? I've asked all the questions I wanted to. Thanks.
So,
Do you think she was acting weird at all?
That's
No weirder than the others. Si- Anyway, since Diana gave a testimony, I can cross her off my list for now. Which means the only people I need to speak to.
where?
I hope Ingrid and Toshiko are still in the courtyard. We won't know until we see for ourselves. Let's go before this investigation ends. Wait, can I just fast travel there? Oh, I can't fast travel? Bruh. Alright, fine, I'll play it your way, game. Jeez. Alright, into the courtyard we go. Oh, there they are. Toshiko and Ingrid had retreated under the bandstand at the center of the courtyard. The larger girl was comforting the smaller girl, who had completely hidden her face with her binder fan.
hello.
Hey, have either of you been investigating? Investigating? Toshiko lowered her fan to reveal a pair of puffy eyes. I don't know. What are you expecting me to do?
Seriously.
To look for clues. Clues? How am I meant to do that? It's not like I had to solve a murder before, you know. My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least notice anything suspicious this morning? It could be a person acting odd or a strange sound. That's what most real-life testimonies talk about anyways.
This through.
A person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, it definitely seems a little strange. Do you want to tell him, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning I saw Wolfgang. Huh? When did you see him? In the dorm hallway, on my way back from the pharmacy. The dorm hallway? Just as I was about to enter my room, I saw Wolfgang leave his. Gang. What a coincidence running into each other like this. Are you already on your way back to the tournament, Miss Ka... Are you already back on your way back to the tournament, Miss Kayura? It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself knows better than to attend some silly party. Right, my apologies. What are you? Are you going to the tournament? That's correct. I'm going to the tournament. I'm just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind there.
That's
Wolfgang said he was going to attend the tournament?
Strange.
Yesterday, he told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he'd change his mind. I had no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of their conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing couldn't have just lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Toshiko and I are bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention that in case Damon didn't know. Okay, thanks. Anyways, when I heard that Wolfie said, my first thought was leftover clothes. I don't remember any leftover clothes. But I figured I must have been misremembering. Well, with my aching head and all. Aching head? I was suffering a terrible headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I had gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medication for Ingrid. Not my proudest moment, I'll admit, but I knew I could trust Toshiko with the job.
So,
Do you know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 8:10, I think?
how should I put it?
The conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement. That I can tell you with confidence. Yes, 10 past makes sense. When the announcement initially played, it was just about to leave the pharmacy. When she was already inside the pharmacy by 8 a.m. So Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him.
Sure.
Yes, nothing seemed awry. Nothing seemed awry. I'm mixing up my voices. Huh? doesn't that call into question what Grace told me earlier? Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth. And Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. I could probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 10 a.m., then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move. Hence why she only remembers him in bed. However, if she left after 10 a.m., then she would have been there for Wolfgang's encounter with Toshiko, which means she lied about Wolfgang being... Oh, whoops. Which means she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the period of time she was in his dorm. Funny how she never gave me a time. Toshiko's fetch quest is an attitude bullets. What else after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? That blackout sure gave us a spook. Toshiko and I decided to stay where we were until the lights turned on, though we did watch you and your buddies pass by. You say that? You saw that? Heard it first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I was still wasn't feeling my usual self, so I watched you up until you all went downstairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? Yeah, that's right.
Too much for me.
Such a terrible sight. I can't believe someone here might actually be behind it. Let's just hope we can solve it. That's... Alright everyone, that's time. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Foo-hoo! Get it? Because your trinkets can stop you? Anyway, let's get a move on. It's time.
Fingers crossed.
You two go on ahead. Toshiko and I'll catch up.
Listen to me.
Okay, let's go, Damon. Right. We're just gonna be there now? I don't have to walk all the way over there, right? Even I made a short trek over to the room with the tree. Once there, we waited for the others to arrive. Eventually, everyone had shown up. So, how are you guys feeling?
It's me.
Words couldn't do it justice. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad. I can't tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather if we save the talking for the trial. The trial? In just a few moments time, we were going to be down there. Down there in a trial room, fighting for survival, using only our words. Damn it, Damon, get a grip already. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he has any new information about the taser gun.
Hi.
Hey. His voice was steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser?
Right.
Right, I did. Any findings? Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing. Blast what? Eh? All of a sudden, the ground. Oh no, not again! How about something, everyone? Ooh. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom. Damn it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut the conversation short. I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep this dope guy waiting.
Holy.
Oh man, this is really happening. We're so screwed. We're totally gonna die.
It is how it is.
If you go in expecting to fail, chances you are you will.
Game over, man. Game over.
I'm gonna think of failure even more because you said that.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Who here are the cards we're stacked against? 14 people working together to solve a murder, or one person trying to lead everyone else astray?
Are we ready?
If everyone's in for a struggle, it ain't the group of 14.
Do you think?
You make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favor here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly. Luck will be on our side. If luck was on our side, we wouldn't be in a killing game to start with.
Uh,
I... Can I say something first before we go?
oh.
Oh, what is it? It's a message for the killer.
What did you say?
A message for the killer. The person here who killed Wolfgang. Whoever you are, can you please just step forward? Huh?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this class trial. If you can just find it in yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already, then please. Despite Diana's pleas, no one came forward.
Come on.
If someone's determined enough to commit murder, they won't back down because of one person's pleas. Since we're on the subject, I also got a message for the killer. Don't forget that the punishment fits the crime, asshole. Enjoy your fucking death penalty. Grace spat out those words and disappeared into the opening of the tree. So signed.
Slow down.
Oh, Broski, wait up! One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess it's time to go. We knew where the stairs would take us, and where the elevator afterwards would deliver us. But everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There was no mock trial awaiting us, no false murder designed to waste our time with stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon, get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening in the tree. I descended into the darkness. It was the same. Same elevator, the same slow churning of metal, the echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet something was different. Someone was gone. Someone who I never held in high regard, but who was still a person nonetheless. A person with feelings, a person with aspirations, a person with a family, a person who I will never speak again. Not a single word. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in the other people here. There's no way they'll come with the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall when the movement stopped completely. The doors in front of us opened.
Rise and shine.
Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've caught a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
It feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with a corpse of a crime scene. My, how insouciant and chipper so many of you used to be.
How interesting.
After all that back and forth, it was a simple how done it mystery. I'm curious. I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right? Eager to start, are we? Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written.
The show must go on.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited I can barely wait a second longer. I really don't want to do this.
Crud.
We gotta do it as he says, though. Otherwise, that enforcer lady might get mad. Knowing what we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey.
It's okay, everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
We can't give up.
Right, guys? If we work together, we can solve this case. So come on, let's do this for Wolfgang. Although her words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their faces told a different story. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over, in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. An expression of unmistakable fear. For days now, I've been angry over that mock trial. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth, how they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but I didn't mean I wanted to be right. That didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. The reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and the events of today proved we were at its mercy. So stood there on my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer, but to face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. Yes, I would love to save. Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, we don't have any abilities right now, so... Okay, so... Let me go over my truth bullets real quick. So, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... 21 pieces of evidence. Damn. That is a lot. Okay. Right, let's do this, guys. We got this. Class trial in session.
Let's get this started, shall we? Welcome back to the trial grounds, everyone. Unlike previously, today will be no circus. No mockery woven with stitches and needles.
Hey, I get it, because that was Chapter Zero's name.
A true, fair, and proper trial will commence. A battle of wits between the blackened and the spotless. I doubt I have to explain the rules to you again. But even so, you must vote for who you believe is the blackened. If the blackened receives the majority of votes, only they will be punished, and the rest of you will resume your killing game experience. However, if you vote for the wrong person, then expect no sympathy from your hosts. All spotless students will meet a tragic end, or the blackened will be granted release from this academy. Happy discussing! We pray for your survival and success.
Can someone please break this silence?
Well, yeah, right. Mark doesn't have voice acting, apparently. I don't want to talk about this.
Wolfgang deserves justice, but putting everyone's lives on the line like this is just cruel.
Oh, crap. Without a
turn my head. I keep expecting to see him at his podium.
Oh, don't cry, Toshiko. He's in a better place now, you hear?
Whichever one of you sick bastards did this, whatever it takes, no matter if I have to kick the brains out of every single person here, I'll find you.
Do you really gotta resort to violence?
Let's just stay calm, okay? Making peace with our situation is, the first step in handling it. How the hell can I stay calm when there's a killer on the loose? That bastard is watching us right now, fully content putting our lives on the line. Is that what you call peace? Being at the mercy of some dickhead silent observer?
Well, nobody knows for sure if the killer is even a silent observer.
Uh-huh.
If anything, the killer might try to feign innocence through other means. For instance, pretending to be outspoken about the case.
Huh?
What the? Are you accusing me of something?
I mean, what you did during the investigation seems really suspicious.
What did Grace do?
She stood in front of Wolfgang's dorm room and wouldn't let anyone go inside. Intentionally or not, it really hindered our investigation.
Because of Grace, almost everyone who planned to investigate Wolfgang's dorm gave up and went elsewhere. It was only after some of us started protesting that she finally relented. You know, for someone who seems so adamant about finding Wolfgang's killer, it's odd she tried to conceal potential evidence.
I mean, he's not wrong there.
I'm not saying Grace is definitely the killer. I just think we should be cautious of her.
She has an alibi, though.
Huh?
Grace couldn't have murdered anyone. Because she went to the game tournament.
Grace attended the tournament?
Does that rule her out from committing the murder?
Well, yeah. We had to be at the dining hall by 9 a.m.-ish. Which was like half an hour before the murder. Nobody left the tournament after it started either. Nobody I know of, anyway.
There weren't many of us there. Had someone disappeared, it would have been obvious.
So, Grace is up then? Wow, that plot thread resolved itself quicker than I was anticipating.
So Jean, Grace, and Kai attended Cassidy and Jet's game tournament.
And me.
And Mark.
Damon and I also attended the tournament. We can also vouch for Grace.
You guys aren't lying, are you?
Lying about Grace?
What the heck? Are you seriously doubting 8 testimonies?
If the 8 of you were really together when Wolfgang was discovered, then Kai, doesn't that contradict what you said before the investigation? You told everyone you and Damon found Wolfgang first. How is that possible if you guys never left the dining hall?
Oh, I mean, he kind of does have a point there.
I never said I didn't leave the dining hall.
But earlier you told us you were with the other attendees.
That's because us partygoers left the dining hall together.
Mm-hmm. When the blackout struck, the tournament folk joined arms and headed straight downstairs. I would know.
There was a blackout?
You don't remember?
Actually, I don't recall a power outage either.
How could that be? Did an alternate timeline converge with ours?
Why is it that some people can recall blackout but not others? Thinking back on the testimonies I collected, I could probably make an educated guess. Blackout affected one building. Got it.
The reason not everyone experienced the blackout is because only the building containing our dorms was affected. If I had to guess, the courtyard and tree area are connected to separate power sources.
So the tournament attendees were affected, yet they left the dining hall? Why not stay put until the power returned? Because we were the ones who brought it back. It didn't
seem like the power was being restored anytime soon, so we took up the challenge of fixing it ourselves. And just our luck, boom! We found a spare generator lying in one of the storage closets. Of course, then we found Wolfgang.
She's right. The 8 of us split into 4 pairs and inspected a storage room each.
Because of the toaster trinket map, we know which ones too. Eva and Grace check storage closet A. Jet and I check storage closet B. Damon and Kai check storage closet C. And Jean and Mark check storage closet D.
Yeah, I was with Grace. She can confirm being with me too. Yeah, we were together.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry for what I said earlier.
Sorry? You're sorry for accusing me of murder. Sorry doesn't cut it, you conniving two-faced bitch! If you really want my mercy, then get on your knees and beg for it!
Is it safe to say that I don't like Grace?
Whoa! Uncool, dude.
Hang on. Even if you aren't involved in Wolfgang's murder, you must know something about his last known whereabouts.
What makes you think she'd be privy to that?
You see, there's proof Grace spent last night with Wolfgang.
Grace
Oh,
and
God.
Batman? Talk about an unexpected pairing.
Cassidy.
When I investigated Wolfgang's room, I saw a bunch of golfing equipment inside. Also, there was a blue woman's jacket tossed over the mantle of Wolfgang's bed.
He's right. I also saw the equipment and the clothes.
The clothes are understandable, maybe. But why was golfing equipment in the room?
Yo, little history dude. Wolfgang must have spilled the beans with you, right?
Why would Ulysses know anything?
Common courtesy. If you're gonna have a one-night stand, you gotta let your roomie know in advance.
Common courtesy also says you should watch your mouth around children.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm getting this right, Ulysses is bunking with Wolfgang?
Well, we only shared a dorm for one night.
You aren't bunking with him anymore?
Let me provide some context. As you may remember, after Desmond suggested everyone bunk together, the male students were directed to the dining hall. Once there, we played rock, paper, scissors to determine who would partner with who. Jet partnered with Mark, Desmond with Jean, Damon with Kai, and I with Wolfgang. Those were the pairings at the time. However, the following day, Grace and I agreed to swap rooms.
Yeah? Why'd you do that?
For reasons.
Totally not suspicious.
It was a win-win situation. I get Grace out of my hair. She gets me out of hers.
You two were originally bunking together?
The pairings were decided via a game of tic-tac-toe. I wasn't big on my partner being chosen for me. So when the opportunity arose to change that, I took it.
Thus, I became Winona's roommate, and Grace became Wolfgang's.
Can confirm. I watched the whole thing play out.
Since the room swap happened the night after we implemented the bunk buddy system, that would mean Grace and Wolfgang have been bunking for about a day and a half. Ugh, gross.
In that case, Desmond was right about those two being together last night. Grace, did Wolfgang act strange at any... Like, maybe he said something that stuck out to you, or... Oh, maybe had trouble getting to sleep.
No. Nothing weird happened last night. Nothing happened last night. But... The morning of the murder, this morning, Wolfgang told me he felt sick.
Sick?
With a stomachache. It hurt so bad he couldn't get out of bed. I was gonna cancel my plans for today, but he convinced me to attend the tournament. So, I left his room right after the morning announcement. And yes, I'm talking about the game tournament. The same one Wolfgang acted all hesitant about attending. Newsflash, I changed his mind after breakfast yesterday.
Hold on a sec. That ain't what you told me this morning.
What did Grace tell you?
Simply put, she felt like competing. Grace knew I planned to compete as well, so she asked me to be her sparring partner, since you needed one to enter the tournament.
She withheld information.
That she did. Of course, since I now know Wolfgang's condition at the time, I can't say I blame her. If someone you cared for was in a vulnerable position, would you go around and admit that in a killing game? No. You would try to protect that person by saying nothing at all.
When you put it that way. Man, sounds rough.
I think it's obtuse.
Huh?
Say we assume the best of Grace. She withheld information not to trick anyone, but to protect someone she cares about. What then should we make of the glaring contradiction in her testimony?
What the hell do you mean, contradiction?
If your bunking partner was too ill to make the short trek to the dining hall, how did he walk all the way to the boiler room?
Good point. If Wolfgang really were bedridden, he would have stayed in his room.
Now that you mention it, to reach the underground floor, wouldn't Wolfgang need to descend, like, 4 flights of stairs? It's nothing for a healthy person, but for a guy who's supposedly really sick...
It's not my fault it doesn't make sense. It's just what Wolfgang told me.
Yeah. Didn't we decide Grace wasn't the killer anyway?
That's not to say she doesn't know more than she's letting on.
I'm not withholding anything else. Leave me alone.
Is there more to the story than Grace is telling us? Too many people are letting their emotions cloud their judgment. I need to solve this mystery and set things straight. Alright.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
Let's just listen in first.
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
I wouldn't lie about what he said.
What if Wolfgang used the elevator in the tree?
You're not helping.
There's a major discrepancy in Grace's testimony, but is she necessarily at fault for that?
Why don't you tell everyone the truth?
I've got nothing else to explain. The
Wait.
last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways. Maybe Wolfgang was carried.
Wait. That couldn't be true, right? Because Toshiko's fetch quest. No, that's wrong. I had a feeling.
It's true Grace's
It's true, Grace.
testimony was consistent with where we found Wolfgang's body. But that's not Grace's fault. The only person we should be blaming is Wolfgang himself.
What the heck? Why are you blaming him?
Simple. Because he lied about being sick.
Seriously?
You can cooperate. Can't you, Toshiko? During the investigation, you told me you saw Wolfgang in the hallways at 8:10 a.m.
That's after I left.
Yes. I remember now. Ingrid. She developed a headache, so I went to the pharmacy to find some medication. The trip itself went fine, but when I returned to the hallway, I found myself face to face
With Wolfgang? Hold the phone! Toshiko actually saw Wolfgang?
We had a normal, pleasant exchange. He appeared perfectly healthy and even mentioned going to the tournament. Of course, he never made it.
I don't want to be that guy, but can anyone confirm this?
I heard them chatting a while in my room. Though I was bedridden like a sitting ghost, I could still make out their voices here and there.
Strange. He told Grace he wouldn't attend the tournament, but then said the opposite to Toshiko.
Sounds like he was telling fibs to conceal his actual intentions.
And what's his true plan supposed to be?
To go to the boiler room. Most likely.
I'm lost. What business would a guy like him have down there?
Why did Wolfgang go to the boiler room? That I can also answer. Oh, yeah, we know. The suspicious note.
This is it. During the investigation, I found this note tucked away inside Wolfgang's blazer pocket. A lot of it is water damaged. The paper looks like it was ripped from a notebook, and the handwriting was done in ink, but some parts are still legible.
Secret, 8:15 a.m. Boiler room. Close the door.
It mentions the boiler room.
Exactly. The fact we found Wolfgang in the boiler room, and this note in his pocket, it can't be a coincidence. This note must be the reason Wolfgang went there.
That mention of a secret sure is suspicious. I'm willing to bet Wolfie's reason had something to do with it.
Agreeing to meet a stranger in some spooky dark place? Wolfgang had nerves of steel.
Ulysses, Grace, do you remember Wolfgang getting delivered a weird note?
No. The only time I recall him receiving anything was when Tozu distributed those envelopes.
I don't know anything about it.
Really? Wolfgang shared nothing with you guys?
Guess he didn't want them to know what it said.
Right. And if Wolfgang wanted to keep this note a secret, he would obviously want to keep the meeting a secret too.
Then the reason he told Grace he felt sick
was to remove her from the picture. Yeah. Once she's not in the room, Wolfgang has his opportunity to sneak out and head downstairs. That's also why he encouraged her to attend the tournament.
Didn't this same guy ask us to share our blackmail with each other? Talk about double standards.
Are we sure he wasn't just trying to protect Grace? Maybe he knew he was meeting someone dangerous, so he thought it would be safer not to involve her.
That does sound like something Wolfgang would do.
Not to interrupt, but on the subject of blackmail, did Wolfgang ever confront the person he had?
Oh? You don't know whose blackmail he got?
Well, if you recall what Wolfgang said originally.
For that reason, I implore you to speak with the person whose blackmail you have, and them only. Even if the contents of the envelope seem horrible, give that person a chance to explain themselves.
Regardless of the blackmail's contents, it would be treated as a matter between the recipient and the subject of the blackmail, and no one else. Which makes me wonder, could whether or not Wolfgang confronted his person clue us into what had originally been written on that note?
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
If that person somehow realized Wolfgang carried their blackmail, but never came forward about it, they could have demanded Wolfgang show it to them, hence the mention of a secret. However, if Wolfgang did confront his person, I don't see why that same person would then send him a threatening note. Not least act coy about information they both know.
If the person being blackmailed wasn't the one who wrote the note, who was?
Obviously, it would be the student with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, the secret in question may actually be a reference to Wolfgang's blackmail, not the sender's.
Is there any way to figure out whose secret it is?
We'd probably need to know whose blackmail Wolfgang had first.
Oh, I've got just the idea. Yo! Person who Wolfgang had blackmail on! If he gave you your blackmail back, can you say something?
Don't forget the person with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh, right. Hey! Person who's got... If you're innocent, say something already!
If I'm innocent, I should say something. Would telling everyone I have Wolfgang's blackmail really guarantee my innocence in their eyes? I don't know. Although everyone may follow my direction during the trial, since they can't ignore the evidence on my side. When it comes to me, of all people, owning Wolfgang's blackmail, how do I know they won't suddenly change their tune? They might chastise me for not revealing his blackmail sooner, or maybe they'll think I'm confessing and accuse me of murdering him. It's not like I wouldn't be able to refute their arguments. But I do really want to. But do I really want to subject myself to all that? Does the trajectory of this trial really depend on whether or not I
was hesitant to admit it, since I knew it would put me on the spot. But I'd rather be suspected than be the reason this trial comes to a standstill.
Eh?
Are you confessing? Do you have Wolfgang's blackmail?
Nah, not his.
Seriously? Way to be anticlimactic.
However, it's thanks to him that I have my own.
Your own?
Wolfgang approached me the same day everyone received an envelope. Funnily enough, it happened right after I'd finished speaking with my own person. He and we had a good talk. He gave me his envelope and asked me to take care of it. If you need the proof.
Ah, Wolfgang's envelope had the same signature.
I held on to the letter for safekeeping. This should have all been said sooner. I realized that. I suppose my pride was stronger than my rectitude. My mistake for stringing everyone along.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Truth! Thanks for letting us know, bud.
Indeed. To recognize, to acknowledge one's own misdoings is a most virtuous feat, I believe.
Right. It's very noble.
If I revealed my blackmail right now, would everyone here treat me the same? Would they be just as forgiving?
I take it our other blackmail person isn't gonna step forward?
If nothing happens, let's just have everyone recite whose blackmail they got one by one.
Huh? You sure that's a good idea?
No one's reciting It was only a suggestion. Calm your farm.
Even if we knew who had Wolfgang's blackmail, that doesn't necessarily mean they're his killer. It's annoying they won't speak up, sure, but unlike John, they would actually need to reveal Wolfgang's blackmail to prove they have it. This person might just want to respect Wolfgang's request to keep the blackmail between two people, especially now that he's gone.
I don't know. Is it really okay if we never find out?
Circumstantial evidence alone can't prove something beyond a reasonable doubt. If we want to solve this case, we need indisputable evidence.
Yeah. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the box art to help you.
The cases, or...
Obviously, the case. The more pieces you connect, the clearer the image you're constructing becomes. The clearer the image, the more you can assume about it. Do you see what I'm saying? Once we know how Wolfgang died, the rest of this case should fall into place.
You certainly talk a lot stranger than you used to. But I think I get it.
Well, I don't want to be the one to start, but we can all agree Wolfgang was stabbed to death, right?
Stabbed to death?
When I was in the boiler room, I saw a knife bobbing around in the water near him. And on the ground, there was blood. Dried blood. On the boiler room floor and on the hallway floor.
That's gotta be Wolfgang's blood, right?
The knife was bloody, so...
Seems like a brawl happened in the hallway. While poor Wolfie was minding his own business, he was confronted by the killer, who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room.
That would line up with how we found him.
Killer stabbed Wolfgang in the hallway, then followed him to the boiler room? No, that's not what happened. And you show everyone where they're gone wrong. Non-stop debate.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. Killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
Nope, I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. I kind of had a feeling already, like... I kind of knew already. The Tozu tablet clearly contradicts it.
Jed, you talk a lot about the knife and the bloodstains on the floor, but did you ever look at Wolfgang himself?
I gave him a glance. Nothing too deep.
I figured. Have you actually taken the time to look at Wolfgang's back? you would have noticed a clear absence of stab wounds. In fact, none of the injuries he sustained were the type to cause severe blood loss. Seriously. We went over the same thing with Cassidy during the mock trial. Couldn't you give Wolfgang the dignity of a proper investigation?
Hey, man, it's not like I didn't try. It's just, the stuff doesn't come easy, you know? Nobody wakes up thinking they'll have to solve their buddy's murder later.
Isn't that exactly what you should be worrying about in a killing game?
Not everyone has the stomach for investigating. That's fine. That's why you got people like me to do the heavy lifting. Since some of us here weren't able to investigate Wolfgang's body, I'll lay out his injuries. There were 2 marks on the back of his neck, a bruise, and a tiny red dot. His hands were burnt too, so 3 injuries in total. Besides that, I caught nothing else.
Burns, you say?
Junior high, my dear Wilson. I used a flamethrower.
Cassidy, I love you, but please try to pay attention.
These didn't look like normal burns. Not the sort you'd get from a stove fire, or a hot iron, or a flamethrower, I suppose.
Contradicting my theory outright? Jeez. So this is the thanks I get for vocalizing my thoughts?
Sorry, lass.
Yes, if I may add on to what John said, the burns actually bore a strong resemblance to what you might see in cases of corona paralysis.
I'm sorry, what a paralysis?
Chiaro, huh?
Ooh, now this I know. Coronoparalysis. It's something which happens to lightning strike victims. Getting struck by lightning is like getting kicked by a horse. The impact is so shocking. Some people will lose all feeling in their limbs for a few hours.
I was aware of lightning paralysis, but even I didn't know its official name. That's a nice head you've got on your shoulders.
Lots of people tend to overlook the importance of lightning safety, especially where I'm from. My grandpappy once tried working out in the open during a thunderstorm. Pure luck's the only reason he lived to see the next day.
Sorry to hear that and all, but what does lightning have to do with anything?
Well, if I had to guess, Ulysses, did it look like a big old tree was drawn on Wolfie?
A big old tree. Yes, that's how I would describe the burns on Wolfgang.
So Wolfgang had lightning strike scars?
We're trapped inside a building, though. Lightning can't come from anywhere.
Could he not have been struck before the killing game? Fate is stronger than will, you know. Perhaps a deity decreed the glow of his altruism from their heavenly abode and felt him a threat.
Nay, those burns were fresh. One look was all it took for me to know that. If he had these scars before, we would have noticed them anyway.
But if those marks were recently inflicted, wouldn't it mean Wolfgang somehow went outside?
Not necessarily. This is only something I thought of just now, but the reason Wolfgang sustained burns similar to that of lightning strike victims may be because whatever inflicted his burns was equivalent in damage to a lightning strike.
You saying there's something out here channeling the power of lightning?
Something equivalent in damage to a lightning strike. The idea sounded ridiculous, but when I think back in the boiler room and what was inside it, right, if I take that object into consideration, Ulysses' theory starts to hold some weight. Yeah, I think we know.
This is it.
Generator.
Ulysses, since you write everything down, do you have a description of the boiler room in your notebook?
Yes, I do. Why?
Since some people here never investigated the crime scene, they probably aren't as familiar with the room as we are. So, you should read out your description of it.
Sure. The boiler room consists of a small concrete platform surrounded by ankle-deep water. Throughout the room are boxes filled with various garbage, and in the back looks to be a generator, charred beyond belief. What you just heard is a brief summary of my notes.
Hear that? There's a generator inside the boiler room. Of all the things which could deal similar damage to a lightning strike, doesn't a generator sound the most likely?
Didn't Ulysses say it was destroyed?
At the time of the investigation, sure. But it wasn't always destroyed. You probably don't remember. But back when we found the dummy, I mentioned something about the underground floor.
Yeah, I do remember him saying something like along those lines. The hell? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, Bargain Bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
To be more specific, it was the boiler room I woke up inside. I hadn't been alone either. Ava was also there.
I woke up first.
Yeah. She did.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway, Ava, you agreed the generator was in full working condition when we woke up.
Right.
So in the time since you woke up there, the generator was destroyed?
It's the only possibility. As for what destroys the generator, well, it's hard to say for sure. My best guess would probably be...
Don't waste my time.
Oh. I'm sorry, what?
Two things. First, destroyed is overly vague. Ulysses explained the state of the generator much better. Charred beyond belief. Second, and more importantly, where's your proof the generator inflicted those burns?
What are you talking about? The generator must be involved. It's near where Wolfgang is lying.
Being within range of something counts as proof now, does it? Do you also consider happenstance as conclusive evidence? Funny how the standards shift, if so.
That's...
Damn it, she's trying to make me look like an idiot. If I let this continue, the others might start to doubt me. I need to stop her before she veers the trial off track. Ha! You thought you were the only one with interjection animation. Think again! Let's see. Oh, I have to... Oh, this is going to be very awkward to control. Oh, no. Sometimes a student will dislike your argument so much that they will initiate a one-on-one debate with you. We would call this the rebuttal showdown. During a rebuttal showdown, your opponent will fling a flurry of remarks at you. It's your job to counter them. Use WSD keys to slice through your opponent's arguments. Naturally, you will slash in the direction of the button pressed. To slice diagonally, simply press 2 keys at the same time. Be sure to pay close attention to the shape and size and position of your opponent's remarks. These will clue into what direction you should slice. Every time you strike the white text, the green side of the screen will shift to the left to represent your argument succeeding. Likewise, every time you miss the white text, orange side of the screen will shift to show your opponent is winning. If you cut through an entire remarks, you will advance to the next stage. If you haven't, you'll retreat. If you're somewhere in the middle, you and your opponent will wrestle for control in a short round of cross swords. In order to gain the upper hand, you must rapidly left-click. Now to the meat of the duel. Truth blades. Similar to non-stop debates, any suspect contradictions will be highlighted in gold, and hold down the right click to slice them apart with the truth blade. Of course, you don't start slicing the second you see the gold. Assess the validity of the remark and check you have the correct truth blade equipped. Now, let's not keep Winona waiting any longer. To battle! Rebuttal showdown!
While the generator may look suspicious, consider the time frame we're working with. If the only time you saw the generator in full working condition was on the day of our kidnapping, that gives us a period of almost 4 days, in which the generator might have been destroyed.
Damn it. Advance. Okay, I got it. It's lagging a little bit.
It's impossible for the generator to cause the blackout. If it was already broken prior to the tournament.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power at any point before or after the murder.
I'll cut through those words.
Ah, gotcha.
When the blackout happened, it froze a piece of equipment which had been set up for the game tournament, Mark's DJ. While there was no physical clock inside the dining hall, a digital one has been built into Mark's pad. If you look at what time the digital clock is frozen on, it matches the time of death listed on the tablet, 9:35 a.m.
Well, Mark,
True. There's no point in me saying anything when someone else has already said it better.
just answer with a yes or no, will you?
Yes.
In any case, the matching times were too much of a coincidence. The destruction of the generator caused the blackout, and the blackout occurred at the time of the murder. There's no way the destruction of the generator wasn't tied to Wolfgang's death.
What do you suppose happened then?
I'm willing to bet the generator's destruction resulted in the boiler room's water becoming electrified. Since Wolfgang was discovered kneeling in the water, we can reason he was standing in it at the time this happened, and...
Damon, you and I both know that's not true.
Huh?
Did you forget? It's impossible for the water in the boiler room to play a role in Wolfgang's murder, because it isn't even conductive. It's not? After Damon and I woke up in the boiler room, I wanted to investigate the flooded area, so I tested the water.
Oh, the light bulb trick. Yeah, I remember this.
I even redid my test during the investigation, since Damon wasn't sure if he should touch Wolfgang's wet clothes. In both instances, I proved the water was safe to enter. To be honest, neither result really surprised me. Water will only act as a conductor if it makes contact with two separate energy sources. The boiler room's generator is just one source.
Well, okay, well, she isn't wrong. Technically, it's the minerals in the water that make it conductive, not the water itself.
If you're standing in the water, one outlet should be enough. Speaking from experience, large bodies of water are terrifying conductors during storms. All it takes is one lightning bolt, and the surrounding miles are scorched.
But the generator is a slow, persistent source of electricity. It's not the same as a lightning strike.
Electricity is electricity. Doesn't matter how it manifests. The reason you two avoided electrocution is because the generator's exposed wires aren't even touching the water. If they were, you would have been scorched right from the start.
Maybe when the generator was destroyed, some of the wiring fell into the water?
Nah. Even in its current sorry state, the generator's wires are nowhere near the water.
It doesn't make sense for the generator to pose a danger anyway. The point of the killing game is for the students to kill each other, not for the facility to kill the students. A feature of the building killing a student would be a meaningless death because you can't attribute a student killer to it.
As for why the generator's been charred, sometimes electrical faults happen. Even my ship's engines have broken under particularly relentless storms. And if an electrical fault caused Wolfgang's death, then his murder is purely on the hosts, ain't it?
Of course! If we were responsible for his death, you lot wouldn't be here discussing it.
Is the generator really unrelated to the case? But the timing of the blackout, it's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay, since we've ruled out the generator, what else could have electrocuted Wolfgang?
It mightn't be relevant, but I did see one other thing on the boiler room floor. A toy gun or something. At least, that's how it came across to me.
Not a toy gun, a taser gun.
A taser? I'll shoot electricity!
I'm not sure how the taser fits in with this case, though. It doesn't seem to have been used.
Nope. The taser was definitely used.
How so? I didn't catch any sort of string protruding from it.
Not all taser guns release a string when fired. Some are completely wireless. For those types, you can tell they've been used if their blast doors are missing. Side note, blast doors are plastic panels which cover the muzzle of a taser. If a shot is fired, they pop clean off. When I was investigating the crime scene, I found the taser gun in one spot and its blast doors in another. Speaks for itself, yeah?
And here I was thinking the yellow bits were just random trash.
the heck did a taser gun even come from? Last time I checked, there weren't any lying around in the storage closets.
Maybe it belongs to someone here.
Huh?
Just think about it for 1 second. Everyone here has a dorm room which is themed around their talent. Mine's got DJ equipment. Jet's got car batteries. If that's what we have with our talents, what could someone with a dangerous talent have?
Are you talking about, like, knives and stuff? What? Is there something on my face?
Forget this. The person I'm talking about is Desmond.
Huh? No way! You think the gun is Desmond's?
Yeah.
Hang on. You've got it all mixed up.
Jean, do you know anything about this? As Desmond's roommate, perhaps you spotted something inside his dorm.
Alas, we stayed in my abode. I couldn't tell you if he had weapons.
Talk about suspicious. Did Desmond agree to bunk in Jean's dorm, so Jean wouldn't see the weapons in his?
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from, but that taser gun, it's not mine. I've never seen anything like it.
No, that's a lie.
A lie?
His attempt to feign innocence won't fool me, now when I know the truth. What proves Desmond is lying? His blackmail.
I got it.
That's the only thing I could think of.
The blackmail codes you gave us. That's my evidence.
You didn't get mine, did you?
No. But the person did inform me of what it said.
With his weapons at hand, Desmond guards the only one he trusts.
The writing style seems to match. I think it's legit.
That's more than a little suspicious, don't you think? Leaving a bunch of weapons unguarded during a killing game?
Don't judge me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it too.
You didn't know there were weapons in your room?
Yep, no idea.
Our rooms aren't particularly subtle in their theming. Are we supposed to believe yours is any different?
It is themed. I'm not denying that. But I sure as hell didn't catch sight of any weapons. If I did, do you seriously think I'd leave them unguarded and risk being found out?
Yeah. Desmond cares too much about everyone. He pointed out the broken doorknobs and gave us the idea to bunk together. Why would he hide weapons in his room?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside. There's no other way to explain it.
So while Desmond gets a bunch of guns, all I get is an old game console and a deck controller.
Take the bad with the good, dearest pupil. No one fears game consoles. Well, no one besides parents and the religiously inclined.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Enough talking about consoles. Why are you guys believing Desmond so easily? If the taser gun belongs to him, then he's the killer. Any argument he makes against it is just a flimsy excuse.
That's a lot of bravado from someone right next to the supposed killer.
Desmond is the killer. The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
But if this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? Don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
Consent. Hey, wait. It's alright, girl. I got you. I gotcha.
Regardless of whether or not Desmond knew about the gun, he definitely wasn't involved in the murder. Eloise can back me up on this.
Right. Desmond and I, we were together in the courtyard at the time of Wolfgang's death.
I see. Then both of you can be ruled out as suspects.
Don't just take her word for it. She could be covering for Desmond.
Jeez, if you have a bone to pick with these guys, at least save it for when we're not solving a murder.
Why don't you want to believe Eloise?
Ever since the investigation, these two yuppies have been on my case non-stop. They're obviously working together.
Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from. When Eloise tried to single her out earlier, Desmond was pretty quick to jump in and agree.
Even so, since the topic has been brought up, I would like to mention something. During my trip to the pharmacy, I believe I saw Desmond and Eloise in the courtyard together.
You also said you were back in the hallways around 8-10 a.m., didn't you? That means those two were wandering around unsupervised. Either one of them could have left the courtyard.
If Desmond was the killer, what would Eloise gain from defending him? Should the wrong vote be cast, nothing about the rules suggests an accomplice of the killer would be exempt from execution.
That's right. And even if she was exempt, Eloise is too nice to be an accomplice to murder.
Grace, I realize Desmond's irked you, but that's no reason to keep steering everyone down a dead end. Let's move on.
A person who's always steering others down a dead end, huh? I guess they needed a GPS.
Cassidy, now is not the time.
Anyway, we should totally thank Desmond for clearing things up now. Not only do we know he's not the killer, now we know how the killer got their hands on the taser.
Now we know how... What?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent, and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Yup, that is word for word what Desmond said.
Right. Good memory.
Damn.
All in a day's work, baby!
I like when the voice actors go off script a little bit. It's so cute.
Can you repeat that quote, Cassidy?
Again. But I just said it.
Yeah, but I want you to say it again.
Alright. Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found
You mean
the taser
riffle?
gun hidden inside.
Is there something on your mind?
If Desmond's testimony is anything to go by, then wouldn't this mean the culprit has to be male?
What?
If I remember correctly, all the guys were aware of each other's pairings. With that sort of knowledge, a male student could try and infiltrate another male student's dorm.
None of us knew which room we'd be bunking in.
It only takes a quick peek to check if someone's inside or not. Anyone could have done that.
And who's to say the thief didn't barge in before we started bunking?
Or while people were having breakfast.
Seems there was a mountain of opportunities for our culprit to sneak in unnoticed. Doesn't exactly help us narrow things down, does it?
Well, guess this taser gun was a bust.
Look on the bright side. If it's been fired, then it's probably what electrocuted Wolfie. If trying to suss out who stole it isn't feasible, why don't we talk about Wolfie's other injuries instead? You know, the ones that weren't burn marks? Those seem like they could lead us somewhere.
Yeah. Besides the burns on his hands, Wolfgang also had a bruise and a tiny red dot on the back of his neck.
A bruise and a tiny dot, huh? Wanna try tackling them in alphabetical order?
Alphabetical order? Now, aren't you full of smart ideas?
No need to thank me. It's only common sense.
Oh, they're cute.
Okay, let's discuss the bruise first.
Right? Ooh. But from what I remember,
I think it's safe to say the killer didn't use a flamethrower.
yeah.
Maybe Wolfgang got into a fight? Someone might have attacked him and aimed for his neck.
Yeah, because we have evidence that if you can even reach that high.
Either way, something must... I got it.
Consent! Hey, there we go. Dude, this music is so good! Like, what the hell?
Something did hit Wolfgang. Really? Man. And I was only blurting out the first thing which came to mind. Anyway, from how you're wording things, do you know what that something is?
A rolling pin.
Eh?
Wolfgang was hit with a rolling pin.
How on earth did you reach that conclusion?
Ava and I found this pin inside storage closet A.
which is just a few feet from the crime scene. Coincidentally, the pin also has a dent.
You sure that's enough to say it's involved? Could just be a flimsy pin.
No. There's something else which solidifies this pin's role in the murder. Handprints. 2 of them on the edge of the pin.
So the killer used a rolling pin to attack Wolfgang?
It certainly explains the bruising on his neck.
They must have wanted him to be unconscious so he wouldn't fight back.
Exactly. It would be easier to drag him into the water if he's not awake.
You reckon the killer purposely put Wolfie in the water?
Damn! With one electrified blow, Wolfgang is zapped to bits with the taser! Since he's lying in the water, he's definitely a goner.
That rhymed, and she didn't even intend it to rhyme.
Considering the logical ethos of the killer's rectitude, especially when governed under constricting pressure, leaving him catatonic would be the most facile solution.
I guess it makes sense.
Oh, whoops. I didn't even read that. After shooting Wolfgang with a taser, what was the killer's next move? If I figure that out, I'll be one step closer to solving this case. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this video here for now. So, we're gonna solve the rest of this case later. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
With